Oh my God, he's got two panes of glass?
Good evening, everybody.
Oh my God.
Welcome to this very special.
On to the
Thank you. Welcome.
what the fuck?
Well, welcome everybody to this very special Sunday edition of Steve's Sporty Balls tonight. Um, hmm, Forgive me, I'm chewing. Hmm. Tonight we are witnessing via audio Sting's last match. One of my YouTube colleagues is doing the match. I'm going to try to conduct this little showgram. And we are going to um, we are going to keep our eyes here. Uh, I've got I've got our monitor, and I've also got the play-by-play going. I will try to keep the. I'm going to try to keep everything low so we do not get a copyright strike. We have a gentleman here on our YouTube channel, well, on YouTube. Uh, Gentleman's name here is Conman1. Excuse me. Conman167 is doing a live stream on YouTube. Of course, Gritty is doing a live stream on Twitch. We are going to continue with our broadcast. Hi, hello. And if you don't mind, let's get on with it. We'll give you our sportscast. Excuse me for a couple. Okay, in here we go. The NFL Combine is over for the quarterbacks, the perceived top three prospects. USC's Caleb Williams, North Carolina's Drake May, and LSU's Jaden Daniels did not throw or do any athletic testing, which opened the door for others such as Michigan's J.J. McCarthy to move up the board. And some of the winners, we're just going to give it to you like this. Jaden Daniels did about 4 out of the 5. He did the 40-yard dash in 4.39 seconds. The vertical jump, 33.5 inches. The broad jumps, 10 feet 2. And the 10-yard split, minute 52. J.J. McCarthy did the 40-yard dash in 4 minutes 50 in 4.55 seconds. 29.5 inches vertical jump, 9 feet 7 broad jump, and in the 10-yard split, his time was 1.54. Michael Penix Jr. from Washington, 4.53 seconds, a 40-yard dash. Vertical jump, 35.5. And the 10-yard split, 1.58. Now, the top QB prospects. Williams was asked some difficult questions over the course of the week. but he handled all of them with grace. He showed a little bit of his personality jumping in the media scrum of his teammate, wide receiver Brendan Rice. Williams did not take part in any athletic testing or on-field drills. Jaden Daniels also was a blank, as was Drake May. Meanwhile, J.J. McCarthy, there were some outbreaking routes to the left that McCarthy sailed through, but he was impressive. Otherwise, he got his footwork down and was ripping some balls over the middle. McCarthy registered the second highest velocity on the day, and that showed on deep balls. I wonder how he does with sporty balls. Aha! Michael Penix Jr., Washington also got a B+. He was on target for most of the night, had one errant throw, but refused to leave the throwing line and corrected himself on the following throw. Penix has good arm strength and was able to push it downfield as well as anyone. By the way, we are not going to be able to bring you the AEW Media Scrum. Once again, we do not want to get copyright stricken here. We can tell you that most of that scrum is going to be for Sting, win or lose. And I hope that he goes out a winner. Other winners of the quarterback-wise, Devin Leary of Kentucky, Keaton Slovis, BYU, and Sam Hartman for his hair. Oh, we're going to have to tone that down for a bit because, again, not going to try to be copyright stricken, but we do have, we have our, well, I did say this was not for everyone. Wow. Holy crudla. I'm looking at it right now. It is a bloody carnage in Charlotte. Anyway, that's now the losers, Bo Nix and Michael Pratt. Bo Nix of Oregon, Michael Pratt of Tulane. Didn't do much for their bargaining. Now remember, the combine helps some of those lovely folks out there make a decision when the NFL draft starts, which will be in the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan, coming up shortly. Okay. Well, let's put it this way. If he swears, hey, it's no sweat off our back. Our show is completely adult. The PGA's Cognizant Classic, due to the weather, is going to be played on Monday, so you got an extra time to see some golf. An extended suspension of play Sunday threw a wrinkle into the final round of the 2024 Cognizant Classic at the PGA National. The final pairing of Shane Lowry and David Skins completed just 5 holes and will come back to the par 71 layout Monday morning with round 4 set to resume at 8 a.m. Eastern time. We don't know if CBS, I think it was CBS or NBC. I think NBC, CBS, NBC, either one, will, I think it's, or maybe it's the Golf Channel, either one. But I think NBC will, of course, NBC will not be carrying it. You gotta be kidding. Sting's going up the ladder. Okay. Fellow 54-hole leader Austin Eckroat has grabbed hold of the tournament lead, standing 15 under thanks to a couple birdies. Um, I, I'm going to try to do this. Things. Hey Matthew, how you doing? Matt, Ed, and Eddie. Anyway, let's just keep going here because we're monitoring the situation on the AEW pay-per-view Revolution. It is Sting's last match as a pro wrestler. After this, he will be retiring. Let's continue on here. Their fellow 54-hole leader Austin Eckroat has grabbed hold of the tournament lead, standing at 15 under thanks to a couple of birdies across his first 7 holes. Eric Van Rooyen, who carded a final round 63 to finish the tourney at 14 under, set the clubhouse lead and is likely to fall short given the number of birdies PGA National is yielding. By the time the leading trio begin their final rounds, Van Rooyen has already made a massive move early in his final round, turning in a 7 under 28. The two-time PGA Tour winner made 6 birdies in a row at one point, matching a very personal best, and recorded the lowest 9-hole score on the PGA Tour this season, tying Jake Knapp from the Mexico Open and Wyndham Clark from the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Both of these players went on to win their respective tournaments, but Van Rooyen's path to the winner's circle will be decidedly more difficult given he has no holes remaining. The South African has since been leapfrogged by Eckroat, who is searching for his first PGA Tour victory. The sophomore on tour has been making a habit of playing himself into the weekend mix. He previously held a 54-hole lead at the 2023 Byron Nelson and a 36-hole lead at this year's Sony Open. While he was unable to convert those leads into victories, Eckroat has compiled experience which he plans to put to good use on Monday. As it stands, he was the only one of the 3 54-hole leaders in red figure Sunday at 2 under, as Skins has dropped 2 shots in his first 5 holes, and Lowry made bogey on the par 3 fourth. This guy's amazing, but again, okay, we're going to keep going. I'm doing okay. I'm just hoping that tomorrow, Monday, will bring a little light to my heart. I know we'll probably get copyright stricken. I don't care. We're not doing anything wrong, so we're going to keep a eye on Sting's. Okay, this may be our Waterloo here. There. Okay, we're going to continue. Caitlin Clark. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark. She did it. She did it. She Iowa star Caitlin Clark has become the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer as she surpassed LSU legend Pete Maravich's record. Clark's historic moment came Sunday during the Hawkeyes' regular season finale against Ohio State, an eventual 93-83 victory. Clark said after the game, "I think just soaking it all in. It probably won't hit me until a little bit later, but I'm just going to enjoy it with my family and my teammates. I'm just really thankful to be in this place." Maravich registered 3,667 points with the Tigers from 67 to 70, while averaging an astounding 44.2 points per game. Clark entered Sunday's game just 18 points away from taking his scoring crown, and the baton officially changed hands late in the second quarter. Clark has been a sensational offensive weapon for Iowa all season, leading the nation in scoring with 32.2 and assists, 8.7 per game. Clark's record-breaking bucket didn't come from the logo, but rather a trip to the free throw line with under a second remaining in the first half. She finished the day with 35 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. That was her 18th game with at least 30 points this season. She is the GOAT of college basketball for the ladies. Clark Clark snapped Kelsey Plum's NCAA women's all-time scoring record February 15th against Michigan, where she recorded a program best 49 points. She then broke Kansas legend Lynette Woodward's Division I scoring record Wednesday. Now the Iowa native trails no player, man or woman, across the all-time Division I scoring leaderboards. Here was Woodard's comment. It's just a great time for women's basketball. Caitlin is leading the way, Woodward said during the broadcast as she was chipping away. I said, records are meant to be broken, but they're also meant to be honored. Because of her, my own record is being honored. She has gone beyond that. Now she has gone beyond Pete. Hopefully I passed her the baton for her to go ahead and burst through that ceiling. I am so happy for her. With little left to accomplish in the college game, Clark announced Thursday this is her last season at Iowa. She is declaring for the 2024 WNBA draft. She is projected to be the number 1 overall pick by the Indiana Fever. So we wish her well. And ladies and gentlemen, Sting and Darby Allin have defended the AEW tag team titles. Sting's last wrestling match. Incredible match. I wish we can bring you highlights, but unfortunately we can't. YouTube, our little home here, you damn right, they're going to have the match on their YouTube channel. But, oh man, it was from the response from the host of the host on YouTube, Conman is his handle. It must have been one wild match. And I'm just going to say this as we skip.
So yeah, it's sad. It's a bittersweet day today. What a main event.
This was a fantastic way to close out a career. And Tony Schiavone up in the ring with, what can I say, but wow. We're going to take a brief pause. Okay, we're going to give you the final words from Sting. I'm just going to sit back. Let Sting take us.
Thank you, Sting.
Let's join Conman for
My God,
a
Darby
brief comedy or for a brief
bloody as
commentary.
all hell, man. Thank you, Greensboro. To be honest with you, I've been thanking you all since March of 1988. Wow, 88. The Nature Boy Sting 45-minute draw for the world title. Thank you, Rick. I don't even know if Rick is still here, but thank you, Rick. Greensboro, you were incredible in 88 and beyond, all the way to this very night. I've been saying on all kinds of interviews, I just want this to be a night that wrestling fans will not forget. A night of wrestling that'll be etched in your minds for years to come. And it is me that's saying this is a night that I will never forget. Thank you, Greensboro. Thank you, Sting. Thank you, Sting. Thank you, Sting.
Okay, what more can we say? Thank you, Sting. I've watched you.
This is definitely a time to give thanks for sure. Thank you to one of the greatest tag team partner I've ever had, Darby Allin. God, look at that blood all over him. We gotta get Darby. Stitches this is gonna require tonight. I said I would die in your last match, but I'm still breathing. Yep, I knew it from the very first time I saw Darby in action. He's a risk taker. I was a risk taker in my young days, and you know what? There's so much blood. I'm still a risk taker. Oh my God, there's so much blood. Especially if I'm here in Greensboro. I gotta wait. I'm getting cues. Hold on. Wait, what the hell? Oh my God, it's over! What? Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay.
fucking way they come.
Okay, yipe. Right in the middle of Sting's celebration, the show ended. YouTube had better be, somebody better be recording all this at the Coliseum and posting it up on YouTube because right now,
Okay, they gotta be loading it up in the media scrum, right?
okay, they're going to the media scrum. We're not able to do this. We may be copyright stricken after this, but it is a risk we take here at Steve's Sporty Balls whenever a big event takes place and we come on the air during it. We are obliged and honored to at least bring you some of the final moments. We do not have the rights, literally. We can't show you video. We can't do audio unless it's a big event, and we can do that. If not, we're moving to Rumble. They're a little bit more free, or maybe we'll go to TwitX or just plain X. Either way, we did what we did because we are sports fans, and we want you sports fans to at least get a little taste, a little sample of what is going on in the latter stages of a football game, a baseball game, a basketball game, even a pro wrestling event such as AEW Revolution. Folks, I am telling you this right now. If we're pulled off the air, hey, it was well worth it to bring you Sting's the last few moments of Sting's final match live from Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're going to just leave it like that. If you want to see the scrum, feel free to do so at AEW's YouTube channel. That was shitty. Excuse my French. That was shitty. I mean, you were running out of time, yes, but you should have just went overtime. You do overtime when you're on TBS. You go on till about 10:15, 10:05, 10:15. Why couldn't you just go over the time limit in this pay-per-view, noting how big this was? Oh, anyway. We are at 12:02 a.m. I'm still awake. I got a lot to do, including my usual thing I do Monday, which is go to a diabetes class. But I've also got to do some things. I have to go to a meeting with the management here at Park Forest to see if there's any way I can stay here because I got to get my SSI reinstated. If not, it's going to be we probably won't be long for this world. I now know a reason why things are screwed up. I can't say I'm here, but things have happened that I personally do not appreciate, do not like. When it comes to my money, all I'm going to say is yes, I am a nice guy. Yes, I just want to just stay here. I will not go back to the shelter. I will not live on the street because I don't have the street smarts to survive. I like it here. I like to stay here. If I have to, I will work with these people and stay here. I will work for this apartment. Disney Sheepherder, how you doing? Lurking about, smashing like buttons. Have a great stream. Yes, people, smash the like buttons. This is the show. This is a show where, hey, it's funny. I do a little monologue. We do things that no one else could do who host a sporting show, including bring you into my personal life. I love you guys because you guys have been with me. Folks at Comicsgate, Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, Shane Davies, Piper. God, that Piper. I so want to meet her. I do. I want to meet her so bad. Anyway. Wise Guy, WYZGUY. Phil, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Disney Sheepherder. Charlie's London. Chris. Dandelion Fluff. And a whole host of people who have been literally Matthew, who him and his family have been very much all my friends here and beyond I've been updating them. They've been asking me how I'm doing, and frankly, to tell you the truth, I still have my good days and I still have my bad days, and I'm working them all out. And I got to visit a couple of couple of people, a couple of government businesses, state and federal, and hopefully things will work out for the best. I just want to say one thing, and then we'll go back, we'll do the scores. If I made mention of all my friends that I've made here and at Comicsgate and other places, um, we would be here until about 3 in the evening, 3 p.m. Tuesday evening or Tuesday afternoon. I love you guys. I thank you. And if I ever get a chance to meet all of you, I hope you don't mind if I give you all one hell of a big hug. Because it is not easy to restart a life and to lose your mom and restart a life. But this has been a journey unlike any other. Now that I have said that, let's get on with the scores, shall we? Yes, we shall, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give you the scores. And let's do it with a little style, if you may, or if I may. Okay, let's go to live score. We are boopity boop, boopity boop. There we go, boop. Okay, we got live score up. We're going to give you all the excitement, all the action, and all the palavers. I pull our monitor up here. Let's go to Sunday. And we're going to start off with a little soccer, or football, as they call it. Premier League started up on a Sunday. Bournemouth over Burnley, 2-0. Manchester City over Manchester United, 3-1. In La Liga, Manchester City beat Manchester United 3-1. In La Liga, that's in Spain, folks, Granada lost to Villarreal 5-1. Atletico Madrid defeated Real Betis 2-1. Mallorca over Girona 1-0. And Athletic Club in Barcelona scoreless. In Series A, Italia, Verona over Sassuolo 1-0. Cagliari over Empoli 1-0. Frosinone and Lecce ended up in a 1-1 tie. Bologna over Atalanta 2-1, or Bologna, excuse me. And Napoli over Juventus 2-1. That's right. Wasn't that a hoot? In Major League Soccer action, Toronto defeated New England 1-0. And in Liga MX, in Mexico, it was Monterrey 3, Pumas 0. Tijuana and Leon, they ended up in a 1-1 tie. That is the world of soccer. Let us now go to the world of the National Hockey League and beyond. That's right, folks. Let's go to it. And not a light day for them. Let's get you updated on the scores. Arizona Coyotes over the Washington Capitals 5-2. Los Angeles Kings over New Jersey Devils 5-1. Winnipeg Jets over the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. Minnesota Wild over the San Jose Sharks 4-3. Vancouver Canucks over the Anaheim Ducks 2-1. And the Edmonton Oilers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-1. In the OHL, that's the Ontario Hockey League, here we go. Saginaw Spirit over the Guelph Storm 5-2. Kitchener Rangers over the Kingston Frontenacs by a score of 3-2. North Bay Battalion over the Niagara Ice Dogs 9-3 Erie Otters over the Ottawa 67, 6-5. Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds over the Sarnia Sting, 7-3. Or the Sarnia Sting. There you go. I feel better. Mississauga Steelheads over the Windsor Spitfires 6-1. Peterborough Petes over the Owen Sound Attack 4-1. In the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League action, it was Sherbrooke Phoenix over the Drummondville Voltigeurs 5-3. Chicoutimi Sanguines over the Val d'Or Faudiers 9-3. Rimouski Oceanic over the Shawinigan Cataract 7-1. Cape Breton Screaming Eagles over the Arcade Bathurst Titans 3-2. In the WHL was Calgary Hitmen over the Medicine Hat Tigers by a score of 2-0. Vancouver Giants over the Seattle Thunderbirds 5-2. And the Moose Jaw Warriors over the Winnipeg Wild 3-0. And you know what that means, folks. We got one more league to attend to. And that league, boys and girls, that league just happens to be the American Hockey League. Let's go to it. Calgary Wranglers over the Colorado Eagles 3-1. Manitoba Moose over the Texas Stars 6-2. Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Hershey Bears 1-0. Hartford Wolfpack over the Providence Bruins 5-2. Bridgeport Islanders over the Springfield Thunderbirds 4-1. Iowa Wild over the Milwaukee Admirals 4-1. And the Ontario Reign over the Abbotsford Canucks by a score of 2-1. That is your hockey, my friends. Your hockey. Hockey. Yes, sir. Let's hockey. Now, let's shoot up to basketball. And we're going to go to the NBA for tonight. Also, not a full set of games, but still very good. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Phoenix Suns by a score of 118-110. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Indiana Pacers 117-105. Start spreading the news. The New York Knicks beat the Cleveland Cavs 107-98. What a freaky game. The Toronto Raptors beat the Charlotte Hornets 111-106. Let's all hit the bricks. The Orlando Magic beat the woeful Detroit Pistons 113 291. The LA Clippers whipped the Minnesota Timberwolves 89-88. We got two more. The Boston Celtics beat the Golden State Warriors 140-88. And the Dallas Mavericks, they sucked against the Philadelphia 76ers, who beat them 120-116. Okay, let's keep going on a summer night. The Basketball Super League in Canada, the Windsor Express defeated the London Lightning 100-95. And finally, and most dramatically, folks, if we can find it here, we'll find it everywhere. Cha-cha-cha. Is that, please tell me we got the Australian thing. Please, 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 please. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's bring you the NCAA college basketball, kids. Yeah, that's right. As we count down to March Madness for both the men and the women, let us give you the scores from the men and women's basketball games. We've already given you the biggest one, but let's do it anyways. Okay, alrighty, here we go. Good guys, good golly. One game for the men, that was UConn over Seton Hall, 91-61. And here are the women's scores. We're going to do it with a little music. Hawaii beat you. Let's try it again. Hawaii beat the UC Riverside down by the riverside, 62-51. Oh, we're having fun. Auburn slammed Florida by 3, 77-74. South Carolina, they were fine against Tennessee, 76-68. Baylor beat Oklahoma State 67-45, and that's no jive. Boston College beat Pittsburgh 84-58. Penn State over Minnesota 92-34. And a game you saw on Fox was a jam. Iowa slammed the door on the Buckeyes 93-83. Townsend beat UNCW 78-56. Elon was a muskie. Little memory for Delaware. They won 54-49. Elon was sublime. Northwestern over Rutgers 72-61. LSU over Kentucky 77-56. Vanderbilt over Georgia 72-55. The Spartans of Michigan State won against Wisconsin 78-52. OG, we're having a ball. Temple beat East Carolina 81-66. FAU over Charlotte 56-47. Then came Georgia Tech in overtime, beat Miami of Florida 71-66. North Carolina State over Wake Forest 75-57. Northeastern over Hampton 64-60. Are we saying it again? Notre Dame went to Louisville to win, and they did 74-58. Stony Brook over North Carolina A&T 76-62. Monmouth over Hofstra 66-50. Drexel over Campbell 59-54. Indiana beat Maryland 71-54. Mississippi State beat Missouri 90-75. Alabama beat Texas A&M 78-71. Creighton over Seton Hall 72-65. Murray State beat Indiana. Be happy, they're alive. 87-70. Hoo-ha. Illinois over Nebraska 74-73. Ole Miss over Arkansas 87-43. North Carolina over Duke. The final score would make you puke. 63-59. The final in overtime. Florida State over Clemson 82 79. Villanova over DePaul, 68-66. Oh yeah. You got Virginia 5. You got Virginia winning by 5. 80-75 over Virginia Tech. And the final score, Michigan beat Purdue by 4, 64-60. And now here we go with the scores from Major League Baseball in the springtime, which means some of them have split squads. Red Sox over the Blue Jays, 3-2-1. Twins and Rays tied, 4-4. Tigers beat the Yankees, 7-2. Braves beat the Phillies, 3-2. Woo woo. You got the Orioles over the Pirates, 5-2. In 6 innings, Astros beat the Mets, 5-2. Giants beat the Guardians by 1, 6-5. The Reds lost to the Royals, 7-3. Athletics over the Rangers, 5-2. The Cubs over the Guardians, 5-3. Dodgers over the Rockies, 7-4. Angels over the White Sox, 3-1. Blast off. Padres way over the Mariners, 12-4. Brewers 10, Diamondbacks 4. And some games got canceled. Marlins Nationals, Marlins Cardinals, the only split squad they had. Uba Duba. And of course, the NHL, I think we've done those. Premier League, we've done the soccer and everything else. Okay, now it is time on our little show of shows that we bring you some entertainment news headlines for about next 12 minutes. So keep watching. We will review, of course. Let's do that right now if we can. Let us review, if we can. Let's review tonight's pay-per-view event, which is, of course, AEW Revolution. And we will avoid the BS and just go straight to the matches. The full card for tonight: the Bang Bang Scissor Gang versus Jeff Jarrett, Santam Singh, Jay Lethal, Private Party, and Willie Mack. On the pre-show, Julia Hart versus Sky Blue versus Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Also for the pre-show, Chris Jericho versus Wardlow versus Magnus versus Dante Martin versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Lance Archer versus Hook versus Brian Cage, the All-Star Scramble match. And we also had these Bon Mots: FTR versus Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita. Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia, the AEW TNT Championship match. Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson for the Continental Crown Championship match. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong in the AEW International Championship match. Timeless Tony Storm versus the Impresario Deonna Purrazzo for the women. Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland versus Adam Page, a World Championship match. We had a swerve in this one. And the main event, Sting and Darby Allin took on the Young Bucks in a Tornado AEW World Tag Team Championship match. We go first to the Bang Bang Scissor Gang versus Jeff Jarrett, Santam Singh, Jay Lethal, and Private Party, and Willie Mack. And the winner of that was the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Huzzah! We also had Sky Blue and Julia Hart taking on Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. And the winner for those is Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Christian Cage took on Daniel Garcia for the AEW TNT Championship. And who won that? Gee, winner and still TNT champion, Christian Cage. Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson, the AEW Continental Crown Championship match. The winner of that was Eddie Kingston. The All-Star Scramble, who would win that one? Simple. Wardlow. Ooh, Wardlow. Ow. Okay, Orange Cassidy took on Roderick Strong for the AEW International Championship match. That went to the winner and new AEW International Champion, Roderick Strong. After the match is over, Kyle O'Reilly got into the ring and okay, Kyle O'Reilly got into the ring. Roderick Strong and O'Reilly embrace. They instantly offer him an Undisputed Kingdom shirt, but O'Reilly gives it back to Strong as he whispers something to him. Obviously, I'll see you soon. Keep the title warm. Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli versus FTR. This, I'm going to say, was a little bit of pretty good. Blackpool Combat Club won that one. Toni Storm took on Deonna Purrazzo for the Women's World Championship match. And the winner of that, still the AEW Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Will Ospreay took on Kanoshi Takashita, and this went everywhere. It was literally dynamite. Will Ospreay won it with a Tiger Driver 91 and the Hidden Blade to wrap things up. Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland versus Adam Page for the AEW Championship match. Swerve gave a swerve. He's now a goodie. He's now a hero. Winner and still AEW World Champion Samoa Joe. And this was the main event. Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks, the World Tag Team Championship Tornado Tag match. And the winner and still AEW champions, Darby Allin and Sting. And it was beautiful. So we're just waiting for the fun thing, which we like to call right now, and that is, if they haven't gotten it up yet, we're still going to try. But I know we can't bring you any of the audio from the scrum, but who says we can't give it to you? Give it to us, baby. Give it to us.
Heard all the craze about Tinman's Cyber Week sale for only $3.47. Why not join in and get this 3-pack of boxer briefs? From extra large to 5 extra large, grab the perfect stuff.
Okay. Well, the commercial just ran into here. But Samoa Joe is
Congratulations on your victory tonight.
Appreciate it.
let's give you just a little bit of the scrum. Samoa Joe is up on the table. He's at the interview position taking questions. Let's just get a few.
Secondly, it was a huge mistake by both of them. I mean, obviously they have very, very bad blood between each other. So, these heated issues can often boil over to other parts of their life. Unfortunately, it boiled over tonight, which is the worst place for it to happen. So, I mean, if those gentlemen want to stay eyes locked on each other, they thought that the path to salvation was through each other's blood. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't. I made sure that did not happen tonight. So that's what I feel.
Okay, we're going to.
SNME Radio. So you talked earlier a couple of weeks ago about bringing back the ranking system as a way to get the best opponents for the AEW World Championship today.
Okay, we're going to cut away from the audio here. Again, we're not supposed to air it, so we'll probably get a nice little letter. But from what we were a witness to, my friends, it was a lovely, lovely, lovely little thing that was done. And I will tell you this that um, it was a very wild match, and the conclusion was beautiful. I will admit that the conclusion was beautiful. I wish they didn't cut off, but I do understand time. And when you have that lovely thing called time, you have to abide by the clock. Unfortunately, unlike TBS, which allows to okay, how do I do that? Anyway, um, the scrum is going on. When they get to Sting, if we're on the air for that, we won't be. Um, we will just say for the media scrum, we want you to go to our YouTube neighbors, uh, which just happen to be, if we lower the bridge, All Elite Wrestling's YouTube channel in about 2 minutes, and you'll be able to see the Revolution Live media scrum um, in its entirety. We are about 3 minutes remaining, actually, now 2 minutes from departure here. We want to say thank you all for being with us on a very wild night. How wild? I'm just going to say this: woo! And enjoy. But I want to say thank you, everybody, for putting up with us. Thank you for allowing us to make you laugh. And as always, we're here to bring you the best in sports commentary with the word comedy-tary, and a whole lot more. Um, and we're going to get back to it tomorrow night at 11:35. So from all of us here, it was a great stream tonight. No problems, especially for me. So to all of you folks out there who are a part of this show, thank you. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We're never boring. And to prove it, tomorrow, if we have time, we're going to do about 5 minutes of karaoke. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Yes, it should. It should be worth the admission. After all, it is free. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network. Thank you, Sting, for everything, for changing pro wrestling for the better. God bless. God gave you talent. And I just want to say this. Thank you, Sting. God bless you. Blessings to you and your family. Long life and happy trails. Thank you, everybody. Good night and have a fantastic week ahead. And remember, keep your sporty balls shiny. See you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.